is me, Thor, and I'm here to save the people. Ow! The power of Thor. Avengers! Attack! I thought my hammer was meant to come back. Now what? Where the hell did that come from? I threw it that way and it hits me from behind. To be honest, I really don't think this Avengers stuff is right for me. It seems to be a little bit too much for Thor. I'm going to take a break. Iron Man can lead this from now on. This is what I've become since leaving the Avengers. And they want me to help out. I guess I'm going to need to go back on my diet and do my proper training again. What's going on, guys? It's Johnny here, and today we're going to be attempting Chris Hemsworth's Thor Diet. So this is the diet and the training for what he would do in preparations to become the Thor that a lot of you guys people would know from all the Avengers movies or whatever. So we're going to attempt it, and the food is absolutely insane, like the volume of food. So we've got breakfast here right now, just about to make it. So this is breakfast. We're gonna start putting it all together. And so what he has for breakfast is as follows. It is 1 cup of oats, 1 banana, half a cup of sultanas, fat-free milk, 4 egg whites, 1 whole egg, 50 grams of cheese, a protein shake, and a glass of orange juice. So that's everything here. I've already worked it out, and it's going to be 1,273 calories for breakfast. So he obviously does like breakfast, and I'll have all the macros and stuff up on the screen here for you all to see it. Let's get cooking and make this up. $50 grams of light cheese. It didn't really specify the cheese, so I went with light cheese because I doubt he's going to be eating full fat cheese. So I prefer light cheese for my own diet anyway, so that's what we're using. Okay, so meal number 1, breakfast, is now served. So we've got ourselves our omelette folded in half, a protein shake, our orange juice, and we've got ourselves our 1 cup of oatmeal plus 1 whole banana and half a cup of sultanas. And we've used the no fat milk in the omelette and in the oats. So my sultanas, as always, the little kids packs, because can't go wrong with them. And I'm pretty sure Chris Hemsworth actually uses these because his children eat them, so he takes these because 2 of them equal half a cup. So interesting fact for you all. So let's smash this. Start with the oats. It's fairly plain, just because there's not much other flavoring other than the sultanas and the bananas. Whereas I usually put my protein powder into it and make protein oats. That's usually how I have them. That was probably the most filling oats I've ever had. So now it's onto the omelette. Cheesy omelette, sweet eggs. Onto the protein. Not that this already doesn't have plenty of protein. I'm pretty sure the total protein count's something ridiculous for this meal. The total protein for this breakfast works out to be 89 grams. That is ridiculous. I don't even know you're meant to consume that much protein in one meal. I thought it's like, everyone sort of says after about 40 grams to 50 grams, your body doesn't really utilize it anymore. So I don't know, I'm interested to see how this extremely high protein diet goes today, because there's some intense meals coming up. I mean, intense. I'm scared of some of them. I look at them like, how are you gonna eat that much food? How? But let's sink this, and then that will be breakfast completed. Alright, so I'll see you all when it gets to brunch, and then we're probably going to be heading out for the first workout of the day after brunch, because he does 2 workouts, but it doesn't actually specify if he does them both in the same day. It just says that he has about 1 hour per workout. One's a body weight circuit, one's a weightlifting. So we'll do the body weight circuit after brunch. That way we've sort of got 2 meals in, and then we'll have our sort of midday snack and lunch, and then we'll go hit the weight session, and then have dinner, supper, and then that's it for the day. Alright, so meal number 2 is brunch. We've got ourselves yogurt, protein shake. It says to have a cottage cheese turkey roll. So, well, it's cottage cheese and turkey roll, so I've just got bread. Some people think that it's like the one little thing rolled up of turkey, but I mean, that seems a bit stupid, so I'm going to go with it's a turkey roll. And then we've got ourselves 60 grams of mixed nuts here. So the total calories for this one is 908 calories. So we'll get this into us, and then we'll be heading over to do the body weight circuit training at the local park, which is pretty much no weights included. And then we'll have lunch, and then get into our weight training. The problem with a lot of this dieting stuff for Thor is a lot of it doesn't actually say the weight of it for certain things. Like all the chickens and stuff like that has weight, but a lot of the other things, it's sort of, you got to look at the portion size and be like, well, that's sort of like a snack, or that's sort of like how much you'd assume. So I just go with what looks like an amount that he'd be eating inside of it, instead of going all skimpy or too much. Because reading up on it, he does have a lot of high carb, high protein diet for it all. So yeah. Onto the yogurt. I'd say he probably uses Greek yogurt, natural, but I've got Shabani Greek yogurt, which is peach flavored, because I eat these in my normal daily diet anyway. So I figured there's no point buying like a big Greek yogurt tub if I've already got sort of like flavored versions of it. So I'm just going to have one of these ones alongside it instead of having Greek yogurt. Well, it doesn't actually specify. He might have like a vanilla yogurt, so we'll just run with it and make sure that we have some sort of yogurt. So mix it up. Delicious. Right, so that is brunch done. So I've got the total macros. So this was yet another extremely high protein meal. 76 grams of protein inside this, with 61 grams of carbohydrates along with 40 grams of fats. So as you can see, his meals are very calorie dense with good food. It's not all just like fatty, bad for you food. It's all whole foods pretty much. Sorry, I got the hiccups. So yeah, this is actually really great food. I'm loving it.
It's not Macca's, but I'll still say that I'm loving it. So anyway, guys, that's brunch completed. Let's get the body weight session in, and I'll see you all when we get there. All right, so we're now at the park for the body weight circuit training. So in this, we've got to do, it's 3 sets of 3 rounds of 15 pull-ups, 20 sit-ups, 15 push-ups, 10 box jumps, and 15 body weight squats. So that's what we have to do per round. So there's 3 rounds of it. That's what he does for. Hopefully it's not too windy for you guys, or the birds are too intense, because they're very loud right now. It's very windy. It's probably not the best day on earth because it has been a bit of rain. So let's get into this workout, smash it out. Alright, so workout is complete for the body circuit at least. We still have to do the weight session. So now it is snack time, so we get to indulge in some beef jerky, because he has beef jerky for his snack before lunchtime. So we're going to smash this. 50 grams of the teriyaki one. There wasn't any specific type that he took, so I prefer the teriyaki. So we're going to go to teriyaki. So I'm going to have this while I edit some video and stuff. So yeah, once we get up to lunchtime, I'll see you guys there. Alright, so for lunch, now the website and everywhere that I see online says it's 3 whole chicken breasts. Now I'm not sure how small the chickens are up there at Byron Bay, but that is 3 whole chicken breasts totaling at 775 grams. Now I do not believe anybody in their right mind would be eating that much. So I'm going to reduce it, and I'll go to 300 grams just to make you guys happy, because most people will probably eat about 160 to about 250 grams, but since all these are saying it's 3 chicken breasts, I'll do 300 grams, therefore it's almost like 100 grams a chicken breast, because I might have just got massive fillets, but there's no way anyone eats that much chicken in one sitting, because that's pushing almost a kilo. Like, that's a bit stupid. So we'll do 300 grams of chicken with it and call it quits with that. So let's sit down and eat. Lunch is now served. We've got the 300 grams of chicken breast on it, even though it says 3 fillets, but like I said, we're only going to run with the 300 grams, because otherwise that's just ridiculous. We've got 1 cup of kidney beans, 1 cup of steamed broccoli, as well as 100 grams of rice. Now I've used jasmine rice instead of brown rice because it's what I had in the pantry. I didn't want to go out and buy rice that's not in my main diet. So I'm just going to stick with that rice instead to substitute it. And we have 1 glass of fat-free milk alongside it. So yeah, this is lunch. I've also got some garlic aioli in case it needs a bit of flavor to it. I try eating it without some flavor, but I mean, I only seasoned the chicken with salt and pepper, so it might not taste the greatest with everything else being just normal and no flavoring. So we'll see how we go. If we need the garlic, we'll use the garlic. Alright, so I didn't end up having to use any garlic aioli. It was actually fairly nice just having the whole ingredients themselves together, so that was lucky. I've got the total calories and macros here in front of me, and that meal was 1,022 calories, and the macros was 126 grams of protein. Now that's why I went, there's no way I'm having like the 750 grams of chicken or however much it was, because just in the 300 grams of chicken, this meal came up to 126 grams of protein. So I feel like if you just, like you're more than doubling that. Like who's eating about 300 grams of protein in one meal. I'm pretty sure you would get sick from that. So yeah, carbohydrates 79 grams, and the fats was only at 16 grams. This was a really low fat, low carb, or sort of medium carb, and extremely high protein meal. So we're gonna use this as pre-workout, and we're gonna head to the gym to do the weightlifting session shortly. We'll give it about 40 minutes to an hour to rest in our stomachs before we start making our way there, and then pump out the session and make some Thor gains. So see you when we get there. All right, so now we're in the gym doing the iron circuit training, which is the weightlifting. So we've got barbell squats, 3x15. Then we've got bench press, which is 3x5. Military press, which is your overhead press, that is 3x8. And then we've got deadlifts, 3x5, and hammer curls to finish it off, 3x5. So everything's meant to be done at a high strength. So put some weight on for the volume that we are doing. So I'm just going to run with 100 kilos for the squats because it is 15 reps. So that should be good. So let's get into it.
It's the calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were before. You best start bracing. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us now. Tides are changing. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Once you shake the ground, you feel it moving. We the revolution. We're the revolution. We're the We're the ground beneath your feet. We're the whisper in the tree. Do you feel us watching? Hunger in our eyes, victories on our minds. It's our time to rise. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Once you shake the ground, you feel it moving. We're the revolution.
Okay, so now it is dinner time. So according to my information, it is 3 salmon fillets, once again like the chicken. However, this time 3 salmon fillets equaled 400 grams, so I'm sort of happy with that. I'll do it. 100 grams of pre-cooked quinoa, so just of raw quinoa, 100 grams. We've also got 100 grams of asparagus, a glass of fat-free milk, because he likes to have fat-free milk with every single meal, it appears, and some yogurt. So again, we've got some Chobani yogurt. I'm going to go ahead and assume that he does actually use the Greek yogurt and just pour it over the top of this, and usually have it in like a bowl. But because I don't have that, I'm going to have that yogurt instead. So we'll see how we go with this. Should be a pretty decent meal, and then we have supper afterwards. After this, I'll probably give it about 40 minutes until we have it, because he does have his dinner split into 2, it says. So supper is part of dinner, but not part of dinner. He has it after he digests this first. So let's go ahead and get this into us. Alright, so that's dinner completed. So I've got the calorie count here. So this meal was a total of 1,493 calories total. Was good. Full, feels sort of like a good full as opposed to a disgusting full to be eating 1,500 calories. So it is sitting pretty nicely. So we'll go ahead and start making our supper so it's ready to go in about 40 minutes to an hour. And then I'll see you guys once we've got that ready to go and we'll eat that. Alright, so now it is time for supper. So we've got ourselves 2 pieces of bread, 2 whole eggs, and a protein shake. So I didn't actually butter the bread, unfortunately. It doesn't even say to, but I'd assume he does. So it's going to be pretty dry bits of toast with the egg. So we'll get this into us, and then yeah. Alright, that is all the food consumed for the day for Chris Hemsworth's Thor Diet. Now, let's give it a little bit of a breakdown. So today, as a total calorie count, what we consumed was 5,287 calories. Now, if he eats that every single day and looks the way that it does for Thor, I mean, must be doing a lot more training during it than I thought. Otherwise, it's just got a super insane metabolism because be consuming 5,200 calories every single day in the lead up to being Thor. I mean, don't get me wrong, he is jacked when it comes to the Thor role. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into the protein count. So the protein count for the day totaled at 475 grams. Now, I think that's more than double what I consume on a daily basis. So that is incredible, 475 grams of protein. And then carbohydrates totaled at 460 grams, fats 166 grams, and then sugars was at 181 grams for the sugar. So that is all for today. Completed all the meals. I actually don't feel that full as well to be eating that much food because it's all just good whole foods. It's all like got nutritional values in it. Like on MyFitnessPal, all my nutrition was just up there. So it's obviously all strategic diet to make sure every little micronutrient is also fully hit instead of there being like left down and stuff. So yeah, that's actually insane. So in terms of how I feel absolutely great. Like I could probably go to the gym and continue working out. I don't have that bloated, yucky, run down feeling after eating that 5,000 calories. So that's definitely a good sign. And so yeah. Anyway guys, hopefully you did come to enjoy the video. If you did, smash the like button as always. It only takes you guys 2 seconds. A lot of work gets put into these videos, a lot of work and money because I've got to buy all the groceries. So the least you guys could do is hit the like button and subscribe it and possibly share it if you guys could as well. That would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, don't forget to comment any feedback down below as well. Anything you'd like to see me in the future, any other day in the lives you might like to see me do, or if you guys want to see a whole new series be brought out, then let me know. If I like the idea, then I'll definitely go ahead with it. And if you're new around here, then hit the big red subscribe button for more weekly content because you will love it if you loved this video. More to come, only getting better. So yeah, I'll see you all next time.